Good evening to all of you. My name is Marco Bernasconi. I am uGain partner, and today I was invited to explain to you the way the CRM software will work, designed together with our IT team, and this software will enable you to register and interact with your coordinator and the director of coordinators to keep track of the progress of uGain daily, even instantly, and to record the performance and everything you do for our project. And we will make the instructional video for you afterwards. So therefore, let's move on to the first part of our today's webinar. To get access to CRM software, you need to have the right, and that is to be included into the list of our promoters after passing successfully your test. You are to buy the uGain packages, and you will get a link to get access to our software. Now I will show you how you should register, as many people try to register and to enter before the registration process. Therefore, we'd like to explain to all of you that you will have, after you pay for the package in the Academy of Private Investor, you will get a link, and here you may select the language necessary, the languages from the list of those languages that are used for uGain cooperation. And here you will see the translation of all the fields for you to understand better all the steps to take. Guys, please give me the feedback if you can hear me quite well. So generally, we set up English. So let's use English for today. Thank you, Isa. And this is the first screen. Thank you very much. And this is the main page, like in any application or any software, where you are to indicate your email and your password to enter your personal account afterwards. And following this link, you should fill out this part as well. Sign up for uGain CRM now with your API account. Meaning, after you buy your package, please use your Academy of Private Investors account, because otherwise we may not validate and verify your registration. As soon as you register, we will verify your right to apply CRM. Therefore, don't lose this link and don't share it with any other partner who would like to buy a package or before they pass a test, because without doing it duly, they may not be registered to get access to the software. So then you will see the next screen, and your task is to fill out all these fields. Here you are to enter your login of the Academy of Private Investor. You should select your country, your city, postcode, here, for instance, I may choose UK. Wait, I will find the UK. And since now I'm showing it in English, it takes time. Well, it will be faster. I will choose Italy. So you indicate the country, the city, the postcode, and here there is a drop-down menu as someone has already indicated something. And in Italy, there are 3 parts: south, north, and central part of Italy. And each of these regions has its own coordinator, promoters know of, and a promoter. If you buy a package and you get this link, it means that every promoter will definitely know which geographical zone he is covering and his coordinator. For other countries, you will also see your zones. So here you should indicate your phone number, your email, and your password. It will be your password to use later on for this software. And please click this box. I have read and agreed to the privacy policy. Then you confirm and log in into the program, into the software. The next time when you enter, you can enter by filling out this part of the screen. So this is one time you need to register yourself as a promoter, and next time you will enter with indicating the minimum set of data. If you want your password to be remembered, you can indicate it here, remember me, or in case you forget your password, you can change it by clicking the button Forget My Password. And here you are in the CRM software, and this is a screen of actual month of this month with a calendar. And every day you need to do something specific and indicate and characterize your meetings here in these calendars and do your planning. Today is the 18th of February, and you see what happened today. Well, you see here the number of meetings, and these statistics will be quite obvious, and it will give you some hints of how to improve your performance, whereas the target for you is 30 minutes meetings, as 30 meetings a day. And by having 30 minutes, 30 meetings a day, you can ensure 10 registrations a day. And you heard all this at our webinars. And these 10 registrations will ensure at least 5 subscriptions paid a day. And these subscriptions will generate profits of uGain. They could be 50% discount subscriptions or full subscriptions. And you see this orange circle. this is the exact date, whereas here you may indicate some plans. For instance, you may indicate a new scheduled meeting. If I make a mistake with the date here, I can double check the date and make some adjustments. So I press the sign of a calendar and it drops down and I can change the date. As you see, the 23rd of February, and this will be stored in the box of the day I indicated. And now I will indicate the details of a person, of an entrepreneur I would like to talk and to offer this uGain service to him or her. If I am to meet a new entrepreneur, then I should complete this profile for a new company. So business name, country, city, postcode, Bergamo, this is a city in Italy. Then you indicate the postcode, then the VAT number or taxpayer's number, and this company will belong to a specific category. So you can select the product category or the sector. And these sectors are broken down into large groups, quite common one. For instance, sport and tourism, auto, health and beauty, finances and law, education, for instance. And each of these categories could have access to our application to promote and advertise themselves and to achieve your targets and recruit your customers. Here, I may want to select the companies I have already been cooperating with. For instance, some vendors. If I fail to find something similar to the sector of this business, then I can indicate something extra. In this case, I selected the product category as auto, and here this company may have more than one unit or shop or service station, and this company may decide to pay for its subscription not right away but 1 month after. But we will have all the details already in our software, and we can easily remember that we met that entrepreneur, to say Marco Berlusconi. I met him, the date, his email, his phone number. So in this case, we selected Italy, and therefore automatically there is the phone code indicated plus 39, the international telephone code for Italy. Then you input the phone itself with some description, with some comments. For instance, Lotus Casalon with 4 affiliates in Bergamo, and then it is clear to us afterwards where this business operates.
So this is the geolocation, and here we have a new company popping up, and you will have to fill in all the fields. Otherwise, you will see errors and you won't be able to proceed. But this is okay, because The system helps you find easily the data of all the companies, and you can prove to anyone, show to anyone that uGain is a team of professionals that does its best. And now let's try and enter our newly registered company over here. And I understand that I met Marco Bernasconi, who is the CEO of that car dealership in Bergamo. And I'm registering here, recording here that I had my informative meeting. And I'm planning to have an additional appointment with the owner of the company. For example, next week from the 22nd to the 28th of February, I would like to meet with other companies so that to show those meetings in the statistics, we have planned, completed, registered, signed, and registered and signed. So I had my meeting, hence it's completed. The company registered in uGain after our meeting, but it hasn't yet paid the subscription. It hasn't yet signed. And then you pick select signed if they paid the subscription. And over here, you can select it, the purple color, if they registered and signed right away. So in one meeting, you are able to close the deal. This is the best case scenario. And that's when you click registered and signed. Or for example, if you made a mistake, you can cancel things. You can make changes or delete that meeting altogether from your list. So we click on over here on our specific date, the 18th of February. And I can see the data already uploaded over here. And when I have lots of data, lots of meetings, I can see immediately what kind of companies I met on a specific or visited on a specific date. So you see, I'm hovering with my mouse on specific data. I can see what kind of results I achieved on a given date, on the 1st, on the 9th, on the 6th. For example, I had a company registered on the 6th of February, and somebody paid the subscription over here. Therefore, you can see that it's orange, the 9th of February. And today, for example, I visited this company called Prova 2 SPA, SPO. SPA means LTD. And we had an agreement to have a second meeting on the 22nd of February. And I'm sure that I'm gonna go there. That's why I add this particular appointment as a planned meeting. And I know that on the 22nd of February, I'm gonna meet Marco Bernasconi to close the deal, to complete their registration. For example, the weekend is over. Let's assume today is the 22nd of February. We go over here and I change the notes field. Instead of writing to visit for registration, I now change it to registered, which is the green color. And you can see that it automatically changed the color over here. And now this company, Prova 2, which is test 2, Ltd means that the green color means that the company registered. And then we agreed that by the 26th of February, Marco Bernasconi, who is the CEO of that company, will tell me whether they decided to pay the subscription or not. So I can add notes here too, something like that. We have a meeting, an appointment to confirm the payment of subscription fee. For example, a week has passed, I go back to Marco Bernasconi, and it's our fourth meeting, and here they pay their subscription. And I pick which one, monthly, yearly, or promotional. So the pop-up menu will appear, the drop-down menu will appear if you choose either orange or purple, which is both signed and registered and signed. And you can check the box, whether they paid a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, or it was a promotional fee. If it's a monthly subscription, just for the entrepreneur to understand how the application works, it's $30, or they can pay a yearly subscription right away, $300. Or if this whole thing happened within the first 2 weeks, then the business owner can use the discounted subscription of $150. And now we can see all our meetings and activities done so far within our project. And all that activity is shown in our software. Let me pick today, and I can click over here, go back to the 18th of February, and it's quite intuitive buttons. You can navigate easily in the software. It's quite user-friendly. At the moment, I'm the software administrator. That's why I have full admin rights. And over here, you can see 2 tabs, but you won't have them on your screen because you will be using them as common users and not as administrators of the software. Now we can see what kind of companies have been already entered into our CRM software, and you can check their status as well. Let's assume it's the 26th of February. We had our meetings. The subscriptions have been paid. We are doing some theoretical exercises here. So let's assume that 2 companies paid their subscription. Over here, we can immediately see all their contact details. And we can see how far we have moved forward. You can see it says status, signed. It means paid, subscription is paid, and we increased our turnover by this much, which is $300. If you continue working, you will see the full list. Maybe there will be companies that you've just had your first informative meeting with, or it's just companies that were just registered but never paid, or companies that both registered and paid in just one meeting. Additionally, we can see the data of those companies that have been just registered, entered as a potential prospects that we're going to meet next week. We had 2 meetings, 2 registrations, 2 paid subscriptions, and here we can see our turnover, the full amount from which our dividends, our commissions will be calculated. Here you can see the report. I haven't entered this application as a promoter, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the full report, but I will show it to you later, how it works. There will be some kind of a video instruction translated into your language for you to understand what you can see specifically in this section. We can see the percentage of conversion. Out of those meetings that I had, how many meetings ended in the payment for subscription or the purchase of subscription? Or maybe I had a chat with a person about uGain and they decided to pay the subscription right away. So if so, then we will ask that promoter to share the experience with people who need 5 or 4 meetings before the business owner decides to pay for the subscription. And if you are able to do it in one meeting, then please share your experience so that we can apply that experience to all the promoters of uGain application. And the last column is news. We can add some new information about what's going on within our contest. We can make changes to this specific application. We can add a filter and choose a specific period. Right now, there are no calculations because I'm here as an admin, not as a promoter. Hence, all those reports do not really show. So the person who is the leader of your team will be able to see the best promoters. You see top 10 registrations, top 10 subscriptions, and top 10 best selling people, meaning the highest sales volume, so that coordinators could give more advice for their other team members. You share experience because we want everyone to be over here in our top 10. And here you are able to see, or you will be able to see, the specific reports generated by the coordinators that will reflect your work. And hopefully it will be successful work. The charts will be changing here for the coordinator to understand how well the company's goals are achieved. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare a lot of data for you today for us to be able to change the settings and see how it reflects on the report. But in the near future, I'm going to provide you with well-written instructions and add as much information in it as possible for you to see how the report section works. I guess this is it from me for today, and I would like to thank you for our today's meeting, and I would like to bid you farewell and wish you success in your work, and good night or have a nice day, depending on which time zone you are. So maybe you have some kind of questions. And meanwhile, we will ask the moderators to stop the recording.